Wait, are you crying?
No, I'm not crying.
Oh. I thought you were going to cry.
I was thinking about this pork dish. Like, I know that you would like some crying.
I don't care either way.
A woman's biggest regret isn't leaving too soon. It's staying too long. When it's time to go, trust yourself enough to leave. Choosing yourself is never something you'll regret, but staying too long might be.
We'll be at a function like this. I'm talking about overly loaded. They don't want to walk up and talk to nobody. Like, what the you? He giving me a trap out, y'all. Like, what the you came here for? Just not to talk to nobody?
A man does not beg for love. He tries first, he adjusts, he overthinks, and he gives chances silently. He keeps hoping things will change without having to say too much. But once he feels like he is the only one trying, he stops expecting anything in return. He withdraws without a warning.
I wake up grateful for this day. I choose my thoughts, I choose my way. Before I move, before I speak, I set my energy forward. I listen to my voice.
A lot of these modern women are terrible in the way that they maneuver in the world. A man would go, well, man, how come men don't approach anymore? How come men don't come up to us in the grocery store or the gas station? Well, the way you guys have maneuvered, the way you guys have run your mouth, the way you guys have really honestly and truly acted a fool. You guys have really gotten beside yourself in the way that you treat men that are, really honestly and truly, to you guys, all men are the same. It don't really matter if a man comes up to you and says, hey, how you doing? My name is John. Versus a man, yo, what's up, ma? How you doing? Oh, you looking fine today, girl. You sexy. Turn around and shake that thing on me. Really don't even matter. So the man that was actually giving you respect, you treat him with the same level of respect that a man is coming up to you trying to dog you.
I was never able to be loved by my partner, even despite how hard she tried, because I could not let her see the real me. I couldn't let her see my insecurities, and I couldn't let her see how I really felt on the inside, because I was afraid if she saw that she would leave. So I became avoidant, and I became more and more sheltered and closed off to the point where I actually ended up leaving. Now I actually know who I am on the inside. I'm a scared, insecure, little 14-year-old boy, and I feel like so many men go through this and they don't even ever figure it out. They just keep jumping to the next relationship and jumping to the next thing because they're too afraid to look inside and see what is going on, Why am I like this? Well, I did that work, okay? I sat in the void for months and meditated and just prayed and figured that out. So yes, this is it. This is what you're seeing right now, okay? I do not have it all together. I'm letting that be witnessed because I want to be able to do that so that when my next partner comes into my life, I don't have to pretend that it's all okay. I can actually be open and say, yeah, you know what? I am actually really struggling right now. Let me be honest with you for a second.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
How many men do you see nowadays that change nappies? Now, back in the day, Asian men, you best believe they wouldn't touch a nappy. They wouldn't even know what one is. They only know how to buy it off the shelves and pass it to their wife or their mother-in-law. So are these gender roles changing nowadays? Because you best believe nowadays men are helping out a lot more around the house.
The fact that you're focused and worried about locking a woman down, Okemit, tells me that you pursue too much, you call too much, you text too much, you worry about where you stand constantly with women. You get upset if she doesn't return your call or text in a timely manner. You get butthurt. You express the butthurt. You express being perturbed. I'm sure all three of you girls have met plenty of dudes over the years that it's almost like they're stalkerish once you go out with them, or you give them a little bit of signs that you may be interested, and then...
It's funny how modern women continue to go down a checklist of standards. He needs to be this. He needs to do that. I don't even freaking care. I really don't like a man that's 6 foot. I really don't care for a man that's got 6 figures. Great. That's a starting point. you really honestly and truly, we can put the visual preferences out of the way. A lot of these modern women need to work on their attitudes. You need to be looking for a man that's going to help you with your attitude. And you're going to listen to his direction, and you're going to listen to his guidance. I don't care if you get a man that's 6 foot. I don't care if you get a man that's 5 foot. Those men need to be helping you work on your mouth, work on the way, on accountability, responsibility, integrity. There's so many more things that modern women are completely and utterly terrible at, that they need a man's assist.
Watch this video.
The moment a woman stops respecting her man, watch what happens to his attraction for her. It doesn't fade slowly, it dies. And here's what nobody tells you about that. Respect is not optional. It's the foundation. A man can handle almost anything except being disrespected by the woman he's chosen. He stops giving freely because why would he pour into someone who treats him like he's not enough? When she stops seeing his effort and his discipline, when she starts taking shots at his character or questioning his decisions in front of others, that's not ego. That is self-preservation.
Don't ever beg for love. Don't ever beg for connection. Don't ever beg somebody to stay with you. Don't ever beg somebody to be with you. Don't ever beg. You're a sovereign being. You're a sovereign light. You offer love and connection in your own world. Be with somebody who wants to be with you. Be with somebody who chooses you. Be with somebody that sees your light, appreciates that light, and helps that light shine brighter. Don't ever beg for connection. Don't ever beg for love.
When a feminine woman is in discomfort for too long, she's going to naturally become masculine. This is the body's survival mechanism. If you're a man, your environment needs to be comfortable because femininity cannot thrive in discomfort. Masculinity can. Femininity can thrive like that. A woman who's anxious too long or uncomfortable too long, her body is going to make her more masculine so she can survive and defend herself. So if you're in a situation where you've seen your feminine woman turn masculine, she's not comfortable, bruh. You have to have the skills to comfort and be comforting. You see what I'm saying? Join the Players Club.vip. PlayersClub.vip, I got you.
And you know, a lot of these modern women, they try to gaslight men and basically tell men, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I would never do this. But really, men understand the game. I know that really all you wanted to meet up with me for was you got a little bit hungry, or I wasn't really hungry, but I was bored. Or, I was bored, and then I saw this nice restaurant, but I didn't want to pay for it. So I just went with a man who was inviting me out, and I saw the perfect opportunity. Modern women have become the ultimate opportunist, to where she's now taking advantage of the man, and the man is saying, well, I don't want to be taken advantage of. Instead, how about we do something mutual? I'm not here for that. I'm here to take advantage of you. So men are saying, okay, well, I'm going to just go ahead and opt out. Hey, where are you going? How come you want to just stay in the game? Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe not. I don't care. Get out of my face.
Is it a red flag if a guy wants you to drive on the first date? I feel like driving to the first date as a girl is like kind of crazy.
This is a great example of how different women will have completely different preferences based on their assumptions. I would say that for the majority of women in this day and age, they don't want to be picked up. They want to meet you there for the first date because they don't want a stranger picking them up and knowing where they live. And men today, they know that this is the majority of women, so they don't want to creep you out. They don't even want to offer to pick you up because they don't want to freak you out. And that is why, ladies, it is really on you in order to communicate this as something that you want. Don't just assume that it's a red flag, because having that harsh opinion as if this is some red flag thing that this guy is doing and he's not a good person because of it, that is what makes dating so frustrating. Because as a man, he can have the best intentions of the world. He can be so authentic. But if you have this honestly weird interpretation of what he means, that's your loss.
I have a quick question for all my men out there, and I just want to know, is chivalry dead? I was just talking to my friend and she basically told me how she was getting picked up from the airport by her man. She had 3 bags. Her man comes into the airport, walks her out to the car, and does not take her bag. She's walking through the airport struggling with 3 bags while this man doesn't lift a finger. When she proceeds to ask him if he's going to help her with her bags, he almost felt like he didn't want to do it just because she was asking. And my whole thing, my thoughts on it was like, I just shouldn't have to ask. I feel like the type of man that I would want to be with is not, I'm not going to have to lift a finger. And not saying that in like a uppity way, but I just feel like there are certain basic standards that we should have as women.
And I think what's interesting is that modern women really don't know how to control their own emotions. They really don't know how to regulate their own emotions. They want and they ask for things that they don't even know how to do, right? So I want a man who's vulnerable, a man who's emotionally available. I'm sick and tired of these men not opening up. It's okay to cry. Boys actually do cry and all that other nonsense. But then when a man does actually open up, all of a sudden it's, oh, well, you know, I really don't know if I can respect him anymore. I really don't know if I see him the same way. I really don't know if I see him the same way. You know, it's just a whole bunch of stupidity is what it is. You're asking for something. Then when somebody gives you what you're asking for, well, I didn't really mean like that. No, you did mean like that. Because that's how the books portrayed it. That's what the books were saying that you were reading. That's what the TV shows were saying or portraying. That's what they're showing. And when somebody gives it to you in real life, and when you're in the moment, then all of a sudden, I don't know if this is exactly what I'm looking for. I don't know if this is for me. But you still have videos out there, and then you get back on there the very next day talking about this is what I want.
You know what I've noticed? Women will leave a marriage because they are just unhappy. But men, they will stay through the years of attitude, rejection, and flat out disrespect, trying to hold on to the promise they made. And that's the difference. Women chase happiness, but men fight to keep commitment. And that might sting a little, but it's true. There is a big difference between being unhappy and being ungrateful. Unhappy can be worked on. It can be fixed with effort, communication, and humility. Ungrateful, that's when you stop seeing the good right in front of you. Sometimes it is not that your husband stopped trying. It's that you stopped noticing. You stopped thanking him. You stopped respecting him. You stopped showing him the love you expect back. And eventually, even the strongest man gets tired of being treated like he doesn't matter. Men do not usually give up fast. They give up quietly. And by the time they do, it's not because they stopped loving you. It's because they were done begging to be loved back. So before you say you are just unhappy, ask yourself, are you giving the same effort and respect you are asking for?
You know why the hardest person to move on from is the one you never actually dated? It's not the person you built a life with. It's the person you almost had a future with. Psychologists say the brain struggles significantly more with unfinished stories than finished ones. It hates an open loop. That's why situationships hurt just like real heartbreak. You aren't grieving a memory, you are grieving a fantasy. You are grieving the Sunday mornings, the wedding dates, and the growing old together that never actually happened. Because you never saw their flaws. In your mind, they remain perfect. In a real relationship, love gets interrupted by arguments, bad days, and reality. But the almost person never gave you a reason to stop loving them. So you're not fighting a person. You're fighting a ghost. You didn't lose a partner. You lost the potential of who they could have been. And let's be honest, sometimes the heaviest baggage we carry is the one that's empty. Because the saddest ending isn't the one where it fell apart. It's the one where it never got the chance to start.
At some point in time, modern women have gone to, with the way they speak to men, they make it seem like they've gotten their degree in social work. They make it seem like they've completed a substantial amount of coursework in therapy, in counseling, with the way that they talk to men, with the words that they say to men, with the way that they try to take the language that they learned in therapy and weaponize it against men. Oh, you're a narcissist. No, I'm not. That's not the definition of it. Oh, well, you're this and you're that and you're misogynistic, and no, I'm not. You don't know the definition of that. There's plenty of videos out here where a man is asking a woman, because she says, well, I think this is misogynistic. Well, what is that? Silence. Because you don't know what you're talking about. And that's what they try to do with, oh, you're gaslighting me. Oh, you're a narcissist. What does that mean? And how is that narcissism? Silence. Because I don't know what the heck that I'm talking about. I can say that I've done the healing and the inner work. And men already know I'm full of BS. I'm full of bullcrap. Because I'm just talking nonsense. That's the position that a lot of modern women are in today.
No security, no safety, no confidence, which means with faith. So no faith, and this is a good place to keep spending who I am. This isn't a good place to keep providing, to keep giving. So I interact with admiration, respect, and affinity. And it has to do with my whole research into what causes feeling love. And it admires is to hold up. You're something I'm not. and I think it's amazing what you are that I'm not. And respect is props to you. Right? Respect is about strength. And affinity is about I like you. I like how you are. I don't need you to change. Keep being that. Any effort you spend on that is well worth it. And I end up talking to a lot of singles, and for both men and women, in whatever form, heterosexual spectrum, wherever it is, to let someone know what you like about them. I like that about you.
Once again, a lot of these modern women, they don't really even know what they want. I want an alpha male. I want a man that's decisive, until you start to realize that the decisive man is a man that checks a couple of things, looks around at a couple of things, and he does what? He makes a decision. And so a lot of times he's just going ahead and moving. But I want a man that takes initiative. You don't really even know what a man taking initiative looks like. You're not going to like it. You want too much control. And a man that's decisive like you want, that takes initiative like you want, that man beat and already moved. Whether it's right or whether it's wrong. Just let me know how it goes so the next time I can correct it. If it don't need to be corrected and you just nagging and you complaining, I don't want to hear that. But if it's something that I actually need to hear, I can stop and hear you out. That's how successful men are. That's how successful people are. If I need to stop and hear something and fix it, I can do that. But if you ain't really talking about nothing, shut up talking to me. Modern women get in the face of men that are decisive, of men that are moving. We're not talking about being, wealthy and having a lot of money. We're just talking about a man that makes decisions. I know this. I know where I need to go. And you stand in his way. What about this? What about that? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about that? And it drives a man up a wall because I can't get anywhere. I can't do anything. And at the end of the day, you're going to be complaining again about how we didn't get anywhere. But it'll be because of your mouth. You didn't be quiet when we said, okay, let's go over here. Let's do this. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if we should. A lot of modern women talk about what they like, and they really don't even know what they talk.
Genuine question for men. Do you like being single? Because me, I'm not enjoying it. I want someone to love me for who I am. So Do men enjoy it?
Every man's gonna answer this differently. Some men are super happy single, especially since they went through a lot of difficult relationships and they're not willing to put themselves out there and risk that again, which makes sense. But what I've noticed is there's a lot of men that don't enjoy being single. They're also not willing to be with someone that doesn't treat them great. He wants a woman that reciprocates. And I absolutely love that this woman is speaking honestly about this. I feel like so many of us ladies sit here and be like, oh, I don't need a man. It's embarrassing to have a boyfriend. I hate men, or whatever they say. They sit there and put down relationships nonstop, but then you see those same women dating and going into relationships, claiming that all men suck or all men don't know this or that, using generalized statements that are just pointless. We all need people in our lives. And yes, maybe that's not in the form of a relationship, but maybe we have a close family or a tight-knit friend group, which are awesome and amazing, by the way. But it's okay to come on here and be like, oh, I'm in a relationship and I love it. It makes me so happy and fulfilled. That's how I feel. And then women like her, oh, I'm single, but I kind of wish I wasn't. There's a lot of people out there and I'd love to meet one that's perfect for me. I think the sooner more ladies are honest with themselves about wanting a relationship, the sooner they'll find someone that's great for them, that's solid. When you have this negative mindset of, oh, all men are bad, it's gonna be so much harder for you to find those good men, because it's like those good men, they know you're saying stuff like that. They're repelled by it.
When a man tells you he feels disrespected, and your first instinct is to argue with him about why he is wrong, you are actively destroying your own relationship. We are absolutely obsessed with being loved. We want the romance, the long text paragraphs, the constant validation. But we completely ignore how male psychology actually works. For a grown man, respect and love are the exact same thing. You cannot emasculate him in front of his friends. You cannot belittle his decisions. You cannot constantly correct every little thing he does and then expect him to sweep you off your feet like a romance novel hero. We demand unconditional love, but we offer highly conditional respect. We treat our partners like incompetent children, and then we cry to the group chat that they don't lead like men. A man will endure almost anything for a woman who genuinely honors him. But the second he feels like an ongoing joke in your life, his emotional walls go up permanently. You cannot nag a man into being a protector. If you want a strong, masculine man to cherish you, you have to stop speaking to him like he is your misbehaving teenage son. Give him his respect back.
And a lot of these modern women are thinking that men are scared to approach. And that's not really it. Well, he's intimidated. No, I'm not intimidated. It's just a lot of men out there are tired of being treated like they're a problem, like I'm the issue, like I done something wrong. If I come over here and shoot my shot to you respectfully, and you make a stank face, or you go to trying to pull out your phone even before I get there, and men see y'all doing this stuff, man. I'm telling you, men see y'all doing this stuff. Even if it's not you recording, because y'all thinking y'all slick. Oh, well, you go over there and record. Oh, he's coming. Just pull out your phone. I see you doing that stuff. So when men see you acting crazy, and then they turn, and where's he going? Wait, and now you're nah, see, look, man, they scared, they this, then. No, I'm not. I saw you acting crazy. I saw you about to do something stupid, and I went another direction. Just like you decide, oh, we're going to audible. We're going to do something stupid instead of just being respectful and having a normal social conversation. What we're going to do is something dumb. He says, okay, I'm going to pivot. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go get a drink. Whatever I was about to do, I'm not about to do that. What modern women want men to do is continue, even if you see trouble, continue to walk that direction. Continue, and whatever it is, even if we want to make jokes about you, and we're about to make jokes about you, just still come on and let us have a bit of fun. Let us make fun of you. You're setting that precedent now. And once again, have a sense of humor. Be able to laugh at yourself. Man, if somebody makes a joke, if you do something stupid, or you got some ways about you, and your girl is making fun of you and stuff like that, have a sense of humor. You ain't perfect. And you're gonna be roasting other people, so have a little bit of sense. Let them make fun of you, right? But modern women have moved from making fun of somebody to completely trying to disrespect them, completely trying to ruin their life. You don't need no job. As a matter of fact, you need to fire him. Going and trying to ruin somebody's livelihood by putting terrible reviews and then trying to essentially dox people is what they're trying to do. Low-key, indirectly dox somebody is what they're doing. They don't want to say it like that, but that's what they're doing. And you wonder why men are not approaching you.
Y'all know what I appreciate and find so appealing? Chivalry, y'all. Chivalry. It's just so grown and sexy. Now, of course, we have the standard opening all doors for the female, walking on the outside of the street, on the sidewalk. But it's also the other little things that are so manly. Like if we go out to a restaurant, you want to sit facing towards the door because you just want to be aware of all of your surroundings all the time. Or I decide to go out with a couple of my girls and it's late, so you keep your ringer up to make sure that I get home safely. Or if you want to take it a step further, you're on the phone with me the whole time to know that I got home okay. Or you're standing outside for the date that you planned for us, and you're waiting outside of the car, waiting for me to come down to help me inside of the car. You waiting with a flower or flowers is optional, but appreciated. Or paying the valet a little extra to park closer because you know that the heels that I'm wearing might be hurting my feet. When we're out, you're occasionally asking me if I'm okay, and of course, I'm doing the same for you. There's a certain way that your hand is placed on my back, which isn't disrespectful or inappropriate, but shows possession.
I always tell people I'm not a nice guy, I'm a good guy. There's a difference. If a little old lady is walking down the street and some guy grabs a pocketbook and you grab the guy and break his nose, break his arm, you're not a nice guy, but you're a good guy. You know what I mean? In life, it's all right to say no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in this to be nice. I'm in it to be good.
Call me old school, but there is definitely an epidemic of non-chivalrous men out here, and it's absolutely disheartening. And what isn't realized, what you label as simping is reflected to be as high moral code to some woman out there. That genuine sense of presence and principle is going to get you much further in life and even dealing with women. And honestly, chivalry isn't even a requirement for men. However, it does reflect the kind of principles you stand on as a man.
Just ask her out already. Bro, I'm telling you, I meet so many incredible God-loving women that are just waiting for Christian guys, but we're all too afraid of rejection. Oh, but she's just gonna turn me down. Yeah, sometimes we're gonna get rejected, but the risk, it's worth it. What if she says yes? What if she's the one you walk with towards heaven? The love you're looking for isn't gonna come from comfort. It comes from courage. It comes from faith. So bro, if God's calling you, be brave, take the risk, ask her out.
So what's your sign?
So I'm looking for someone who's also financially stable and not has to work a 9 to 5 every day to live their life.
You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So
it's just my finances.
Men underestimate finding a good woman and they think that they're everywhere and they're really not. If you are dating a girl that has all of these traits, you need to listen up. If you are dating a girl who is super hot, has an amazing personality, if she's funny and has a great sense of humor, if she has a big heart and is very giving, if she takes interest in your life, if she pays attention to little things that you enjoy, if she asks how your day is, you better put a ring on her finger and marry her today because, sir, you're about to be balding soon. You're about to be relying on a blue pill. You better wife her up now.
Here I am again. Another breakup. But honestly, it's empowering knowing that I can walk away when I'm not getting what I deserve. Because I don't need a man. I just want one. And I really thought this one was it. But I'll be okay because somehow, even after being hurt so many times, I'm still capable of love. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. And hey, maybe I was their lesson. Maybe they needed this for their development too. And right now, I'm pouring all of that love back into myself, into my friends, into my life. But I'm not giving up on romantic love. I still believe in it, so I'll keep loving. And if I exist, my equal counterpart has to exist too.
What's the biggest thing you hate about women?
The biggest thing I hate about women is that, you know, that one Billie Eilish quote, she said,
"You give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world."
That's it right there. Okay. You look at that statement, you see how invalid that is. As a young man coming up, you see how they're just trying to push you down, okay? Now, if the roles were reversed, this would be a cancelable offense for us. Okay. You understand that? Okay. So I think that, you know, there's double standards, okay, and we have to look at these. We don't let this slide. Okay. Pause. Okay? We just have to realize that, like, if you're going to say that about us, and you expect us to not say that about you, let's take a step back. Let's look at the situation, all right? Next question. Right.
What I find really comical, me and all my liberal friends want to be traditional housewives. Well, not all of us, but most of us. But the problem is we don't like Republican men because they don't have the same sense of justice and morality that we do, because we care for every human being. And the liberal men don't believe in exploiting themselves for labor, so like we have to have an equal household, because the only ones that bust their ass and make enough money to support a stay-at-home mom, wife, whatever, are the Republican men, because they will exploit the shit out of themselves for money. Then they're miserable and burn out and take it out on everyone around them and refuse to take meds. So it's like, I'd rather be alone.
If you believe that there's no good men out there, you're going to tolerate things that a woman with options would never tolerate, because neuroscience tells us that your brain is always going to try to confirm what it already believes. It wants to be right so bad that it's going to find all the information to confirm the lies that you're believing. So if you believe that good men are rare, you're going to tolerate inconsistency and justify their red flags. You're going to stay longer than you should because it feels risky to walk away, because your brain's insisting there's nothing out there. There's nothing better out there. So this is what you're going to do instead. You see men for who they are. You learn how to recognize lies and low capacity early and move along as quickly as possible. Then you don't get stuck wasting time on more men that don't work for you and continue to convince yourself that there's nothing else out there. So comment questions and I'll send you the exact questions that you can use.
Would you rather date a virgin waiting for marriage or date a girl with like 300 bodies?
Oh, this is tough. What do I want? Do I want the rookie or the vet? 300 bodies. Is she clean, or does she come with stuff?
She's clean the same way you're clean, not getting tested.
But mama don't know, won't hurt her. I think I would. I don't know. This is tough.
I'm glad I posed a question that's making you guys think.
I couldn't imagine having with a virgin. Like, obviously, like, we would be the same age, but like a 26-year-old virgin, I almost feel like, I don't know if she'd be fun. Like, not even just in terms of like the bedroom, but like, can she go out and like hang and have a good time?
But I wouldn't say that makes her like not fun.
Right, but I just feel bad for her. Yeah. I think
I was worried about asking this question because I was worried about how you specifically would reply to it.
I think I'm doing all right. I think I would lean towards the virgin.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd lean towards the virgin for sure. That doesn't sound like a lean. That sounds like a firm answer. Yeah, I'd head towards the virgin.
Yeah. Fair.
If submission is so valuable, why aren't men earning it instead of demanding it?
I don't think a real man demands submission. I think a real woman just
submits naturally.
Because we naturally are submissive. We're only this way because life has made us harder, because we have to achieve, because we have to pay bills, because we have to protect our children. But if a man comes in and takes that stress off of us, naturally, we don't have to keep our armor on anymore, because we're no longer going to war the same. Our war is more spiritual. It's emotional. It's mental. It's not physical. That is the yin to the yang. That is the masculine to the feminine. That is the mix that we all need. That is why opposites attract. They're not talking about personality traits. They're talking about masculinity and femininity. So a real man, he don't have to ask that lady.
So speak to the men who demand submission from their...
Do better. Read a book. Learn some skills. Have a better idea about leadership. John C. Maxwell is a great author about all things leadership. And he builds on a Christian-based mentality.
Just because your ex is dating someone else or seeing someone else, it doesn't mean that they've moved on. So many people in my lives, commenting on my videos, people I work with, say, well, my ex moved on in a week, my ex moved on in a month, my ex moved on in 6 months. You don't know that for sure. You're just assuming that because there might be somebody else in the picture. The truth is, you don't actually know if your ex has moved on. You might assume something or think something, but you actually don't know for sure. Has there ever been a time that you've dated someone or gone on some dates with somebody or spent time with someone that you weren't like for sure about? The answer is probably yes, okay? But if your ex saw that, then they might think that you've actually moved on. Now, if they have been with this new person for over 6 months or a year or a few years, then yeah, maybe they've actually moved on. But just because they even are saying that they're moving on or that they're talking to someone else or that they're dating someone else, it doesn't mean that they have for sure moved on. I think that we tell ourselves that, but it doesn't mean that that's actually the case.
Say that again. What did you say?
Why would I want to be with a bum?
How come no man in this room has ever said that about a girl they dated? Because you're all gold-digging skanks. We're romantic. We'll take a bum McDonald's worker. You couldn't do that. No woman's ever done that. You guys date up, we date down. That means every ex-boyfriend you've had was better than you. That's why you let him hit it. Because you guys date up. Bilal, could you marry a Burger King employee?
I won't do that.
Could any girl here do it? Has any girl in history ever done it? You're all dirty gold diggers. Admit you're You know what's funny? That's the point. You abandoned him.
That's fine.
Why did you say past? You said past tense. You said past tense half. Why did you abandon him?
Because of the point we just brought up.
Because he's bum.
No, because I figured out that I need someone financially at my level or higher.
But
what if you're married a leader?
How come the men here don't mind if she's a bum? Because we're the romantic gender and you guys of the devil.
So many women over the age of 40 are single. Why do you think that is?
This is a big conversation. There's lots of different reasons. One is that we live in a time where women are making more money than ever and are more independent than ever. So a lot of them are choosing to be single or choosing not to get married. Let's say they're in a relationship, but they're choosing not to get married because they don't see the point in getting married. Whereas in the past, especially through a heteronormative lens, it would be you get married because you need financial support from your husband, and you need other things, but you want to build a family. You want to be at home, and your husband would be sort of the one sort of monetarily supporting the family. And so things have changed a lot for women. I think now, at least for the women I work with, most women, they want to be with someone who's financially stable, but what they're looking for more is someone who's emotionally supportive, right? So women don't need that. It also depends where we're looking. If we're looking at cities or we're looking more like, suburban areas, it's definitely different in cities.
You have no problem pursuing your education. You have no problem pursuing your career. You have no problem pursuing your goals. A house when you want a house, a car. So why is it y'all have an issue with pursuing a woman, a marriage? Because y'all are the ones that pick us for marriage. We don't pick y'all. Y'all get on one knee. This is why I don't date now. I've been on a date in a year. And that is exactly why. It's because I'm so sick of men. Oh, I was waiting on you to call me. Well, you're going to be waiting until you. If you pay attention to like older couples that have like years in, yeah, she didn't really like me at first and she used to curve me and then I finally got her. Like, what happened to that? Y'all don't even want a good woman anymore. And I know I'm a good woman. I got a good career. I have ambition. I have goals. I have drive. I have things going for myself. I know how to treat a man when I have one. So what is the big issue with pursuing a good woman?
It's called those are the days of the past, man. This is a new age. This is a new era. There's a new sheriff in town. The guys are the ones you got to go after. The guy, he's going to provide, protect, lead you. That sounds like he's the prize. Willing to put his life on the line. If someone was to break into the house, he's the person to go in down and risk his life. I'm sure he sound like the prize to me.
You deserve that's why.
So you think like when a woman is asking you when women say, "Oh, I want a good man." I want an honest man.
I think majority of the time that's cap.
Why do you think that's cap?
Because most good men y'all friend zone.
Okay.
I'm
about to help y'all think deeper today.
So yeah, because I say good man, we ain't talking about because you like good men as far as like we ain't talking about looks and everything. A good man.
Just the qualities of a good man.
Majority of y'all friends on because y'all don't like good boys. Y'all like bad boys. Majority of the time. Majority.
I don't like a bad boy.
I mean, I hear you.
Good one.
I mean, when I say a bad boy, I'm talking about somebody with some edge too. Like you don't want no yes man.
No. Don't say yes.
You don't want him too sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like Flar's a sweet guy, not like sweet far as sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like a sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't be like I can take a vet. I could beat it. I might could beat it. You like you don't want.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You don't want that. I get it though. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of good dudes and they get friends on, or they lame. You know
but what are they doing to be in that friend zone?
They being themselves. Women don't like that. We don't like good dudes. Majority
do.
I'm not gonna say women. It's just some.
Y'all gotta change the way y'all talk for one.
So as a therapist in training, I am now starting to understand the male loneliness epidemic firsthand. I have a couple of young male clients, and they keep telling me that they don't have any friends, that they're really lonely. And when I ask them what they want friends for, they want to be able to, well, I'm thinking of one in particular, like wants to be able to have deep conversations. For a lot of them, their girlfriend is their only friend, but when they want to talk about their girlfriend, they have no one to go to. So this one client is telling me that he has attempted to make friends at pickleball, but doesn't want to stick around after pickleball to get to know these people better. And he says he wants to vent to a friend, but doesn't want to hear about their problems. Have you guys seen the video of the guy who comes back from a boys' trip and his girlfriend asks how it was, and he's like, one of his friends getting divorced, and she's like, oh, what caused it? And he's like, I don't know, I didn't ask. And it's because guys don't care about their fellow guy friends enough to ask why. Then I see this other TikTok video where these guys, podcast bros, are talking about how, guys don't ask those intimate questions because they do not care. They are self-centered. They're selfish.
And how did he feel last week when his mum and him had a fucking fight? All right? You don't know because you didn't ask because you don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you don't care. Exactly.
And until men understand reciprocity, that they can't reap the benefits of a friendship unless they're giving as much as they're getting, they're going to continue to be lonely. This all stems from their selfish, uncaring nature, and another reason why women have opted out and have declared that it's embarrassing to be involved with a man because they can't for the life of them care about another human being. And we're done.
Ladies, I'm gonna be honest with you. This whole mentality of he doesn't get wifey benefits without making me a wife mentality is so dumb. I love you, but it's so dumb. If you think this way and you don't show up with your boyfriend the same way that you would as a wife, how does he know what you're gonna look like as a wife? If you're like, I'm not doing his laundry until he puts a ring on it. Dumb girl. You are supposed to show up as a wife. You are supposed to embody what a wife looks like. Be that. And show up in your relationship that way. Then he's going to be like, this is a wife. All the other girls were pulling girlfriend cards. This girl's a wife. Let me make her a wife. You show up as what you want to be. You don't say, oh, I'll become that when the time comes. You show up as what you want to be. Okay? And if you're not, then you're just slowing down your process. Do all of the wife things for your boyfriend, and then watch how quick he makes you a wife. I don't know why you guys aren't like playing all of your cards. You know, you're like withholding some. I'm like, lay it out on the table. This is what I come with. Choose it or don't. This is why you're wasting so much of your time in relationships. People think too much in relationships. Just show up as you are. I want to take care of my boyfriend. I want to make him snacks. I want to fold his laundry. I want to make his life easier. And I show up that way from the freaking jump, dude. And I've never been broken up with.
Question for the heteros. What is it about this that turns you on? Because I was just running at the park, trying to get my 10-minute mile, and I got hit on by almost every single runner out there. But when I was cute, when I was all dolled up, had my hair out, sunscreen on and things, nobody wanted to approach me with it.
Bingo, you just answered your own question. You get on this app every day and tell y'all we don't care for the extra makeup, and what you think is cute as a woman is not what men think is cute. We are not the same. Get that through y'all head. We are not the same, nor should we be the same. So what you think is cute and what men find attractive are totally two different things. Also, y'all pay too much attention to social media. Just because he's liking big booty Judy and thick, don't mean that's what he wants. It's just something that he's seen. It was good eye candy for the moment. He's seen, he's like, and he liked it. That don't mean that's what he wanted in his life. And also, this could be another thing. The aesthetic, the way that you're dressing can be welcoming, whether people realize it or not. Like, for example, me. I'm a sucker for women who wear baggy sweatpants and an oversized tee. I love that aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? And before y'all get in the comments, it don't got nothing to do with like covering up and no shit like that. That's just a style that I like. I wear a lot of oversized. I love women who can pull that look off. Versus the whole dolled up woman, which y'all would think is quote unquote cute. I wouldn't find that it's cute. If anything, I would kind of stray away from you, because I've always noticed since a kid, when women get their hair done, their lashes, nails, all of that, and you get all dolled up with the cutest dress and the prettiest heels, you act completely different. You're a whole different character in the database. You start to become conceited and self-centered once you turn into this quote-unquote doll of a woman. I never liked that. The woman who dresses in the regular clothes, it always just gives off, like, I'm not gonna say humble, but it just gives off you're more approachable. You know, you're not trying to, you're just being authentically you. And I'm not saying the girls who doll up not being authentically them. If that's your, you feel me, lane, and that's what you like to do it. But I'm just telling you how it looks from the outside looking in for most dudes. But what do I know? I'm just lift weights. Have a good day.
I think, and there was one guy I think I heard talking about there's never really a right way to approach. And then I think somewhere at the end of his video or something like that, he might have mentioned when he runs into dudes, or, you know, he looked at the situation of men not approaching, it's usually a skill issue, or it's usually that she's not attracted to you, which, you know, pretty much that's what it's going to run into. But I think with the way that modern women act, it's kind of hard to see now, is it a skill issue, or is she just not attracted to me? A lot of time, modern women don't even know, they don't know how to act. They can be attracted to a man and still be cutting up and clowning him, because that's what the group is doing. And obviously you got to be your own person, but, you know, a lot of times women they're social. And so whatever the group is doing, well, I guess that's what I'm doing. Even though I would have liked the guy, I guess that's what I'm doing. Sometimes these women double back and talk to the guy. And the guy's like, well, why was you clowning me over there? Well, I was with the group and they was doing this, and this, but I really liked you, so I thought I didn't want to miss this chance. And they start talking, and then only come back after maybe a month, 2 months that they talking on a low, that she introduced him to the friend group, or the friends kind of see them out. Where you been, man? You've been missing in action, right? But modern women a lot of times are ruining their own approach. They're attracted to you, but they're ruining it with RBF or who they hang out with. There was a situation where two women were in a gym. A man approached one. Well, he actually approached the group, and you know what he said was kind of corny, but the woman liked him. And so she was listening to hear what he had to say. The woman on the other side, her friend, jumps into the situation and the conversation and starts talking over him, laughing and kikiing. The woman then looks at her friend and says, okay, I guess I should laugh. So she starts laughing, you know, kind of half-heartedly. And the woman, her friend, is still ruining her chance. She likes the guy. This is what some of these modern women are doing. They're ruining their chances for their friend because they're losers. Get away